Welcome back, guys. We're gonna do another video. We're gonna do a nice landscape video that has a barn and some trees, some hills. We're gonna color a specific way. We haven't really necessarily done this in class, so it's something new. So pay attention when it comes to the coloring portion, but we're gonna jump right in. So grab your pencils. We're gonna use pens for the fact that it's gonna be easier for us to see. So if you need to use a pencil, that's fine. You don't have to use a marker or a pen. We're gonna get started. So go ahead and locate the center of your paper with your finger. You're gonna come down all the way to almost the bottom. You're gonna slide all the way over to the left side of your paper, and that's where we're gonna start, okay? So if you put a little dot right there, and if you go all the way over to the right side of your paper, and then you go up about half of a finger length, put a dot right there in the corner, okay? We're gonna draw a squiggly line or a curved line from this side all the way up to that dot. It's gonna come from below, and it's gonna go higher, and it's gonna connect to that dot, okay? Once we're done there, locate the center of that curved line, and you're gonna come out this way, but you're gonna have to go to a point. So you're gonna come up about the same distance from this bottom part, the same distance up. Put a dot right there, okay? And since your finger's still marking the center of this curved line, we're gonna come from here, and we're gonna draw a line that curves kind of the opposite shape of this. It's just gotta be a lot smaller because we don't have half of a paper. We don't have a full length paper, okay? Once we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and start drawing some trees. The trees are very simple, they're very easy. We're gonna get started. Right inside this middle area, we're gonna draw like a big minus sign from left to right. It doesn't touch either part of the hills, okay? And then if you go to the center of that and go up a little bit, put a dot, that's gonna be the top of your tree. It's a very simple, basic triangular tree. Draw a diagonal line to that point, and from the center, draw a diagonal line to the bottom. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna do another triangle here, but it's gonna be a little smaller because this one's gonna be on this hill, which is a lot closer to us. This one is gonna be way back further. This is the foreground, middle ground, background, and I'll explain that a little bit better once you see the full picture. Draw a little triangle there. If you wanna do it where there's a line on the bottom, a point in the middle, finish off, that's perfectly fine as well. Finish it off with 2 straight lines down. Same thing here. 2 straight lines down. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and draw the rest of the floor, but the rest of the floor is gonna be way back here. We're gonna start at the top of this hill, just slightly to the right of this tree. I'm gonna draw a straight line, as straight as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're here to have fun and practice. We're not here to be perfect. Good. Now since yours comes here, let's see how your hill curves down. That means that this land doesn't curve down either. This land's going to keep going straight. Exactly. Okay. Now we're going to draw the background, which is going to be a big triangle, and it's going to be a mountain. So what I would like to do, I'm not going to make my mountain directly above this triangle. It's going to look a little weird. So let's move it over a little bit here. Put a dot. You're going to draw a big diagonal line across your paper like that. With that dot, another big one. It might go off the side of your paper. It might not. Depends on how you draw your diagonal line. Mine goes off the paper. Geraldine's doesn't. We're going to come to the side or the right of this. Okay? Not directly above this triangle, because again, it's going to look a little different. It's going to look a little weird. So if you go right around here, put a dot, That's where the top of our second mountain is going to be. It's not going to be as tall, or maybe it's even taller, but it's further back, so it looks like it might be smaller. Okay, my other one goes straight through the second tree that we have. Okay. Now on the top of these mountains, since they're so high up, it's a little colder out there, and that means that they're going to have snow caps. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a V. You could draw a small W. You could draw another big V. Okay, there's one. This one we can switch up a little bit. We want to draw a small V, big V, and then two small V's, or a small W. It'll look a little bit different. So they're not exactly the same. Okay? In the center of the sky that you have on the right side, if you draw capital C, lowercase u, another lowercase u, a backwards C, lowercase n, lowercase n. Perfect. It's a very simple way to make a cloud. It's a little cartoonish, but that's okay, because everything's cartoonish. Okay? Next thing we're going to do, this is where the detail comes in. Not as basic and simple as this, but it is if you break it down into shapes. So if you go under your cloud, you draw a rectangle like that. Okay? Now watch this. I'm going to go to the side of the top and come off a little bit. Right there and right there. And it just looks like an A. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go to the top here. I'm going to drag it to the right. That diagonal line right here is going to mimic this one. And you're going to go down a little bit. Make sure you don't pass that line. If you do, it's okay. See how deep yours is? How low yours is? Try to make that one match. Oops, now you're going to connect that bottom line. That's your roof. Okay, and then under that triangle shape, that corner, make a line. Make the corner hang off a little bit. Okay. Now you're going to draw a tiny little square on the left side, and a tiny little square on the right side. If you want to make more windows, that's fine. You don't have to. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside of here, and I'm going to draw another rectangle, just not as high, very close to the side. Okay. And then I'm going to split it down the middle. Those are my barn doors. Barn doors are big and brown. There's double, and they kind of flap open like this. Okay. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to do my what we call a silo. And a silo is going to be a shape that most of you guys will know if you see it. Just might not have known the name of it. So one line up, go over a little bit. Don't go to the point of the roof. Come over a little bit to the left. Draw a stick up, connect it to the roof. Perfect. And then draw a line that goes above that, but kind of hangs off a little bit on both sides. And you're going to do like a lowercase n shape right there. Like an A. And then straight up the middle. That kind of breaks up the shapes. Now inside of our tree, draw a line. It doesn't touch the top corner. And then we can start doing some diagonal lines. They don't have to be exactly like mine, but little tiny diagonal lines will do just fine. And it gives it a little bit more of a distinct look as a tree. I'll do the same thing on this one. Maybe a little bit less. 3. Doesn't have to be perfect. And that is the basic drawing that we're going to do today. That's everything that we're going to do. Now we're going to color it. The coloring that we're going to do is going to be a little bit different. So pay attention, follow along, and if you can, grab some markers, grab some crayons, grab some colored pencils, whatever materials you have, and enjoy this time. Okay guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started on this. I have a pretty good selection of markers. I'm not expecting you guys to have this many markers, but if you can, go ahead and grab a light blue or any type of blue that you have, because we're not going to color in the entire thing. I'm going to explain what we're going to do. I'm going to take my marker. Our markers are a little thin because they're fine points, and that allows you to get into little tiny details. But what we're going to do is I'm just going to do little hash marks. Okay? And I'm going to do that all the way across, but I'm going to do a little section here so you guys can see how we're going to color. We're just going to do these little marks. Remember, the sky goes all the way down to the floor, so the entire sky is going to be like that. I'm going to stop right there for just a second. I'm going to explain how we're going to do everything, and then I'll finish coloring, and I'll fast forward the video so you guys can pause and see, and just have fun, enjoy yourselves, and we'll continue, okay? So, on our mountain, I'm going to go ahead and take a ground, and I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm not going to go up and down like I did the sky. I'm going to go diagonal. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a diagonal that follows the shape of the mountain across. Some of your lines might be short, some might be medium, some might be long. Just have fun with it, enjoy yourselves. I'm going to go in different directions on almost every piece of drawing that we have. That'll allow us to be pretty creative with this. This mountain is brown. This mountain's also going to be brown, but since I'm going left on this one, I'm going to start from the right side, this one. So I'm going to go this direction instead. Maybe because it's further away, I do smaller hash marks to make it seem like it's further away as well. Okay guys, so we are all finished with our drawing and the style of coloring that we're doing. Hope you guys enjoy. Look forward to the next project. Have fun. Remember to gather around the table and do this with your family. And just enjoy every moment that you have at home right now. So thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment on every video. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks guys. Bye.